with today we're jumping into The Crowded Room, Season 1, Episode 6. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so you guys have let me know numerous of times that this is when the part of the show, it picks up. Hey, pick up. Hey, that's when the show picks up. So I'm excited to be part of it. I hope that I'll be able to push out more. I feel like I'm right now in like a beginning of like this new work schedule that I'm in. So I feel like my reactions are all over the place at the moment because obviously my main job comes first and then this comes third because I feel like I have a second, but I can't remember what it was. So yes, we are back. If I can push out more of this, plus all the other content that I have, I totally will. Thank you guys for being here and staying here and understanding how this channel works. We like to stretch things out till we can't stretch it anymore. So thank you guys once again for being here. Please like the video, please share the video, and don't forget to always comment down below. If you would like to see this in a full reaction, you can for the second and third tier here on this platform that will definitely copyright Mosh as well as my other platform, Patreon. So yes, if you want to see this in a full reaction, please, as a motorcycle goes by my damn house, join one of those platforms. Now I'm ready to jump into this, so without further ado, let's jump into The Crowded Room and find out exactly what Tom Holland has got to give. What's this boy walking in the room?
My tummy hurts.
So does hers.
Mommy.
What time is it?
I don't want to go to school.
Oh, shit. You need to get dressed and get some breakfast in you before Grandma gets here.
Oh.
What are you eating?
Hi. What's going on? Why is he dressed?
No, don't baby him, Mom. He needs to get dressed. He needs to go to school. God damn it, Ezra! Who do you think you
I
are?
want my daddy.
I've got you.
He has to go to school.
I'll bring him. Don't be late again.
Wow. 1 week after Rockefeller Center. God damn it, Ezra!
Dr. Good, I feel as if you've been avoiding me ever since we failed to support your grant.
Women can't teach men? I'm pretty sure that's mostly what we do. Anorexia is not just a single disorder.
Sam Wilkes has also applied for a grant, which is essentially splitting hair. If you want the department to support your grant, you're gonna have to find something else.
Trauma is the closest thing we have to time travel. But unlike ink, trauma doesn't fade over time. The sufferer is transported back to the very moment of psychic injury. This dialectic causes a dissociation from reality. Our medic has now returned home. He tries not to think about that village as he goes about his daily life. Local children's play now sounds like death screams. His trauma has made the barbecue intolerable. It will invade all of his experiences until his world becomes unlivable. They would be crazy not to be crazy. Criminal psychology is down the hall, detective. It's more your speed. I'm going through a divorce.
All right.
I can't be anything serious right now.
Easy there, Tiger. That's not why I'm here. Brought in a kid last night. Multiple counts of attempted homicide. There might be something in there that interests you. That you needed a real wacko for a case study or else you were gonna lose your job.
Is that what you heard?
We got a real psycho here.
There's bullets flying, glass everywhere.
There's no history here.
There's no prints in the system. He won't give up his last name.
Says it wouldn't serve. It's not good for the cause. And Con Ed says that all the bills are in some Israeli guy's name. They're always mailed in cash.
Ariana. It's a pretty name.
No sign of her either. I'm thinking that he offed her. You'll see.
The kid is weird, sure, but maybe he's just high as a kite.
No, there's something in his eye. Changes the way he talks. He doesn't show any remorse. That's what a psycho does. There's blood on the floor of the house. There's signs of a struggle, and there's a bullet hole in the glass. Him and the girl wanted to scare someone.
Who?
Won't say. Says it wouldn't serve.
Let me take a look.
Yeah?
Why not?
You all right?
Yeah.
What are we doing here today, ma'am? Why the cuffs? I hate cuffs.
Let's start with something simpler. Why don't you tell me your last name?
I don't think any of this is what Jack had in mind.
Who's Jack? Danny, if you talk to me, I might be able to help you.
Well, you can get me out of here. I shouldn't really be in here anyway. Ariana was the one that did the shooting.
Ariana?
I'm starting to think that you're not actually here to help me. Can I tell you a secret? I can get myself out.
Maddie!
Hands behind your back, kid.
A little heavy-handed, don't you think, Frank? Hey, Doc!
It's something about somebody named Jack.
Yep, in the interview too. Jack says it's time to face the music.
Could be a sign of psychosis. He's erratic. A little bit spooky. Maybe he just needs a detox. Give him a few days to come down, you'll have a better idea of what you've got.
You change your mind? You know, about the kid.
Yep.
A little late is not 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I said I'm sorry. Could you grab some wine from the fridge?
You don't need wine. You talk to his father.
It's not
Don't
his
use
night.
that tone with me, young lady. He wanted to talk to him, so I let him.
I get that he's angry. He won't kiss me goodnight. He used to sleep between us in our bed, and when I hear him crying, I'll go to him and he won't even come back with me.
Keep loving you no matter how hard you make it. Is there a choice?
Should have been the shrink bomb.
Oh, I know.
Martin said your grant proposal was rejected.
Why are you talking to Martin about my grant?
You're a hell of an intuitive therapist. One of the best I've ever seen. Your obsession with clinical outliers is going to kill your career. Tell Martin you want to focus on behavior mod.
Behavior mod.
Or learning theory. There's money there.
How are they incompatible? What, you don't want to be heralded for the work that you do? You can quote a 20-year-old medical journal, but you cannot remember that I'm allergic to horseradish. Please don't call him when it's not your night.
Raya, that's not very therapeutic.
Well, I'm not his therapist, I'm his mother. And when it comes to shortcomings, God knows we've all had to deal with yours.
Oh.
It's challenging with you. So hot and cold. You never know who you're gonna get.
Honey, there are a lot of things you never seen me do before. That's no sign I don't do.
Why look for the most obscure conditions
Jesus,
possible?
Martin. That's the whole point. It's because they're obscure. Feeling doesn't matter because there's no diagnostic code for them in this book. If I show veracity of the diagnosis, will the department support a grant?
I'll support the grant. Bella, I will support a dedicated chair with your name on it.
There she goes.
This is WABC.
I like how we're like mixing episode 1
Hello?
with stuff that we didn't see. That bird keeps scaring the shit out of me.
He's my son. Is something wrong?
Yeah, that's him.
How can he be in jail? That's Adam.
Adam.
He's been gone a long time. Trying to help him out.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Even before everything with Adam, he was very sensitive. You know, he was always so bright. Didn't turn out. Me and men. That's all. Him and my husband, they didn't see eye to eye. So we moved in there a couple years ago. And I figured, what's the harm, right? And then one day he's just gone.
Really?
But attempted murder? That's not my Danny.
Candy, you said he was sensitive. Would you say that he was moody as a child? Did his moodiness increase around everything that happened with Adam?
Like I said, he was always different.
I'd like to ask you something. Did anything ever happen to Danny as a boy? When you mentioned that you don't have much luck with men, what did you mean by that?
It's my fucking fault now.
I'm just trying to better understand him.
You know what everybody does? All the people who come to see you?
No.
No, because people do things.
Candy?
I gotta go. I'm gonna be late for work to the hospital. Tell him I'm gonna come see him.
Candy looks very different.
He's been processed already. He's on his way to Rikers this afternoon. Legal aid says he gets no visitors until he gets there. Ah, you are a piece of work. All right, come on.
Face like that? Who'd forget?
Oh.
You mentioned someone named Jack the other day.
Yeah, what about him?
I was wondering if I could talk to him.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm locked up in jail here.
I just thought that maybe you can. Tell him that I just want to talk to him.
Yeah.
I just want to help.
Sure, done. Hey, they say I'm going to Rikers Island. Is it really that bad?
Not too bad.
Anyway, thanks for coming to see me.
No problem. Good luck at Rikers.
Bring a pepperoni and sausage pizza to my house because my kids upstairs asleep didn't exactly scream romance.
Went to that old boarding house where he was living.
Define went to?
That's breaking and entering.
Oops.
How did you even find that place?
His name is Danny Sullivan, and that's her address. I also found this in the fireplace.
Not at all.
That's the girl from Rockefeller Center, at least if the description is accurate. Do you think these are all victims?
Maybe. The style of this drawing is disorganized, and this image is repeated throughout this book again and again. Maybe that's Jack.
Jack. One who told the kid not to give his name.
It wouldn't serve.
Right.
Would you say that he had an English accent?
Yeah, sometimes actually, now that you mention it.
What if Danny is Jack, has a split personality?
Oh, come on.
Not a clinical intuition or a hunch, but something's off about him. Does things for him.
Oh, he does things for him? Like kill people? Sorry.
Serious.
Maddie, if I'm right, Danny may be innocent.
How the hell does that work exactly?
Because it's his other personality who's the criminal.
Right, and you get a big fat grant.
And I'd help a lot of people.
He's got the split personality thing.
If he's not aware of his condition and somebody tells him before he's ready, he's likely to have a breakdown. This is gonna be me.
It's gonna be her.
You're gonna give me the name of his legal aid lawyer, and I'm gonna go and try to talk to Jack. Hi, Stan Camisa?
Nope, not today.
About Danny Sullivan, the Rockefeller Center shooter. Client is suffering from a rare mental disorder.
Oh yeah, that kid's a whack job.
Those terms aren't very helpful.
Forgive me.
That he has a split personality.
Wait, that's a Sally Field thing?
Sybil, Mr. Camisa, your client is sick and he needs to be in a hospital, not a jail.
Surrounded by witnesses while committing the actual crime, their best interest is to plead guilty.
Multiple personality results almost solely from extreme, often ongoing sexual abuse in early childhood. I've met this kid. Whatever you do or do not believe about him, I can tell you one thing, he's not going to last 5 minutes upstate. Maybe I'd just get a sob story that you can plead his case on. But I do need to talk to him. One day very soon, you will wake up with this kid's blood all over your hands, and you can drip that in your fucking egg salad.
You married?
Divorced.
You make my life harder in even the smallest way, we're done. His hearing's in about a month.
4 weeks at the Rockefeller Center.
You can take the cuffs off, please. I brought you some new clothes.
Fresh air.
How are you feeling today?
Quite well. Although I don't think you're that kind of doctor. Give me a sane man and I will cure him for you.
Carl Jung. I didn't notice your accent last time we spoke.
To consider myself a citizen of the world.
I was hoping to get a better sense of the case.
All of that tell me about your childhood nonsense rather tedious. I know that I do. Well, the two of them are just misguided children. And no one was seriously hurt, correct?
The two of them wanted me to catch that.
Are you sure we're not on the wrong sides of the desk, Doctor? I'm not sure how to say this to you, but you do sound rather mad.
Jack.
At your service. Or you try to convince me that this is some sort of psychological condition. Let me assure you that I am very real. Suggests that separation is not what we believe it to be. I assume you are not an expert in the sciences.
No, I'm not. That Danny needs help. And I want to help him. Might be able to get him out of here.
Well, that would be useful.
And he's in trouble, Jack. He desperately needs help.
Do forgive me for my immodesty. But that's what guardian angels are for, wouldn't you say? I'll consider your request.
Jack. Jack.
Are you aware that these sessions are strictly voluntary? Be seeing you.
Yes, for personalities. Like I know.
I'm sorry you come by so late. I got something that you gotta see. Remember that thing you said to you on the first day about how you're never gonna find the girl? You can count on that.
What? I wanna watch.
Well, I was in the neighborhood.
I'm still hoping to talk to Danny.
What is it exactly that you were so desperate to talk about?
Jung would say that you can't live without understanding your shadow. People who share a body can have a keen survival instinct, almost a sixth sense about others. Really, look at me and tell me if you think that I'd want to hurt Danny.
You were somewhat selfish. And somewhat lost.
He said you were his guardian angel. He's got to understand his own past. You and I want the same thing. We want to help Danny. But I cannot do it if I can't talk to him.
I'm asking you to be gentle. He doesn't really know about us.
Us? How many of you are there, Jack?
He just left.
Where am I?
Danny?
Who are you? I would like to leave now.
Danny, you're in jail. You're at Rikers Island. And I'm here to help you. Do you know why you're here, Danny?
Because of what happened with Ariana.
That's good.
I have these blank spots. It happens to me sometimes, but not like this.
Danny, we can just sit here. Is that okay?
Breathe with us, Danny.
Would you like something to eat?
Danny, some food. Get Danny some food! Tom Holland's a great actor.
Is it possible that you did things that maybe you don't remember? Danny, are you really willing to take the blame for this?
I guess my stepfather thought that I was trouble.
Where'd they all go? You assaulted someone
assaulted
in order to steal a gun.
I did not shoot
Why
anyone.
you had reached a limit?
They're done.
I think it's time he knows the truth.
11 weeks at the Rockefeller Center. That's totally Brooklyn.
Got eggs, so at least there's something here in the morning. Where's Ezra?
Shit, I said I would go up and read to him.
What is this thing? You can't even pay attention to your own son.
This thing is a patient. Someone hurt him terribly, and so I need to get him to talk about it.
Is the turtle?
Sorry?
The turtle. When you were little, you could never talk about your feelings. Your father would ask you, "How's the turtle?" The stuff one he gave you. It wasn't all bad, your father, just mostly.
No. Not all bad.
Go read to him.
Okay.
Mama's getting an acquaintance.
How about we go further back? Let's start with Adam. You were twins, right?
What do you want to know?
Can you tell me a happy memory?
We were in grade school. My brother and I.
Well, what happened to him?
I don't want to die. I don't.
It's okay. Did he do something for you? Something that was very hard? Did it have to do with Marlon? It's really important that you try and tell me.
We were in the car. I was sitting in the front. Adam in the back. Marlon used to own a barn. And he would take us there.
Look at the light.
But he would only ever take
Dark
us
and
inside.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Words of wisdom, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be.
Well, I like that. That was a 10 out of 10. That was an amazing episode. I loved how this is very unique and very unique and very smart of them to catch us up of every single episode that we went through, but even have the parts of the episodes that we've seen with parts that we didn't see, and it all come all the way together in this episode. And so then we move forward. I believe there's only 10 episodes in this series. You guys know I never have my facts. Yes, so there's 10 episodes in the series, so now we're all the way caught up. We now 100% know that Danny is has split personalities, and we see all the background noise of what's going on. We even learn more about the psychologist, I think that's what she is, as well. She's trying to get a grant or something, and this is going to help her, but I feel like she also became very invested in trying to help Danny, and then hearing about what happened to Danny actually is extremely emotional. And that song, and then you see how she heard that. I can only imagine. When I have a child, I would do everything in my power to protect my child. And, you know, there are predators out there. And I can only imagine hearing in detail what she heard when Danny told her, and, like, just taking that in. And, see, he's dealing with it in his way and having split personalities because dealing with that trauma. Although he had split personality before before that stepfather came in his life, because we saw Adam beforehand. So maybe something happened even before that. I don't know. Or maybe he's always had split personalities. I don't know much about split personalities, but I'm assuming it is a mental disorder, right? But anyways, her finding out about that just really, like, broke my heart. And then seeing her reaction to it, and then going home and hugging her mom, and then going to her child who she loves, who we've seen, like, them having, you know, mother-son type situation. And then her hugging her son. You know, showing that she loves and she will be his protection was extremely emotional. It was interesting to see Danny switch. You could see it in his eyes. Once again, the critics, I need to find out their names because these critics suck. How the hell could anybody say, I even saw somebody on YouTube who like reviewed the movie. Once again, everybody's opinions matter, so-and-so. But somebody's opinion that I completely disagree with, and they were saying about how Tom Holland acted in the show, which I always tell you guys about critics and stuff, but they were like bashing him. I'm like, this man not only lost weight, but he really went into these characters. He obviously studies split personalities, and you could see it in his face. He gives you that facial expressions when it goes to switch over to a different person. If you guys seen Split, it's very similar to that. He did amazing. He's amazing in this show and really shows his acting range from Spider-Man that we know, and then this is the only two things I know of Tom Holland movie or TV show wise. But he did amazing in this, and he really did bring out different type of emotions in me as I watch him portray this person. So I would rate this a 10 out of 10, and I really can't wait till we continue on this journey with Danny and figuring out what is going to happen with this. Obviously it's real life, as you guys did let me know. I think somebody said that it was the first plead sanity case that there was in America. I think that's what somebody said. So I'm very curious to find out what happens to Danny now that we now know that he has a split personality disorder. So thank you guys so much for being here. Please like the video, please share the video, and comment down below. If you guys did not know, I have a store. The link is down below. Please click on that link and go check out my store. I update new designs weekly, so please go check it out. Maybe you guys will see something that you like, maybe you won't. But if you do see something that you like, please purchase it today. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you guys next time with more of The Crowded Room.